Mr. Prime Minister and to your delegation, let me start by saying we have no better friend in the whole world than Canada. That's my That's real, and you're a good personal friend as well. Before I begin, one of the things that's going to occupy my country tonight, I suspect, is the first open hearings on January the 6th. And as I said when it was occurring and subsequent, I think it was a clear, flagrant violation of the Constitution. I think these guys broke the law, tried to turn around the result of an election. And there's a lot of questions: who's responsible, who's involved. I'm not going to make a judgment on that, but I just want to know that we're going to probably be, a lot of Americans are going to be seeing for the first time some of the detail that occurred. But you and I have a lot to talk about. We're going to be hanging out with each other a fair amount at the G7 and the NATO conference in Spain. But today we're engaged in our hemisphere. I think, it comes to me to say, but I think we both share the same sense that the possibilities for the hemisphere are unlimited. We already have, notwithstanding some difficulties in the hemisphere, we already have a circumstance where it's the most democratic hemisphere in the world. There's no reason why from Canada and along the Arctic all the way down the tip of Chile and Argentina that this can't become a more democratic, a united and middle-class, economically prosperous hemisphere. And so that's one of my objectives in these Summit of the Americas. There's a lot we have to work through, but I want to thank you for your partnership.
Thank you, Mr. President. That's the place I want to start. Just the friendship between Canada and the United States is deep. It was reminded to me as I was visiting NORAD a couple of days ago just how much we do together. One of the only places, the only place in the world where there is a truly binational command to protect our homelands. It is an example of that. But as we gather here today and the reflections that you're bringing forward on democracy reminds us that it is extraordinarily important to be there for each other and to be there for our allies around the world. And the work that we can do on supporting and projecting and sharing our values as a way of actually supporting and impacting citizens around the world, to make the case that democracy is not just fairer, but it's also better for citizens in terms of putting food on the table, putting futures in front of them. Those are the things we need to work on. We have worked very closely over the past many months on the issue of Ukraine, where Canada is deeply engaged and supportive of everything we're doing as a West on being there against Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine, and we will continue to work closely together on that. We're also dealing with real challenges around climate around the world and stepping up on that, and it's always a pleasure to be doing that. But the center of it has to be, even as we gather with our friends across the Americas, how we create prosperity, how we counter the rising cost of living, how we create good jobs for our citizens, not just in our respective countries, but in each other's countries and throughout the hemisphere. And that's what I'm so pleased to be here to work with you on. Je veux juste remercier le Président pour son accueil, pour tout son leadership sur l'Ukraine, sur le climat, sur tous les partenariats que nous avons pour créer un avenir meilleur et plus démocratique, non seulement pour nos citoyens, mais pour les citoyens à travers le monde. Le travail que nous faisons sur les emplois, sur le coût de la vie qui augmente pour tout le monde, doit continuer, et c'est un grand plaisir de le faire avec toi, mon ami.
Thank you all very much.
Mr. President, you disappointed by the boycott?